You find out what works by finding out what doesn't work. That's the only way you can find out what works.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
so, but everybody's scared of losing, and everybody's terrified of failure. That's the only way that you figure out if anything works.
Yeah.
Or the people that already figured it out, they went through and did all of the failures for you, so they can give you the win to learn from. But the root of that comes from losses and failures. Hey, yo, you work entirely too hard to make entirely too little of income, and that would instantly change for you if you just had a digital product. Now, the great thing about digital products is that you only have to do the work one time, and you can literally get paid forever. Now, most people, they work, and then they get paid. But with digital products, you do the work once, and then you get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, paid. Now go ahead, click the link and come join me over the next 5 days where I show you how to take your own intellectual property and monetize your genius by turning it into a digital asset. Over these next 5 days, I'm going to share with you all the tips, tools, strategies, secrets, and systems to monetize your own IP, to monetize your own intellectual property. Now, I highly suggest that you get a VIP option because if you're the best, why not get the best? Plus, it's 50% off right now. I see you on the challenge. Man, speaking of tantrums that your kids was having, I want to I want to have a tantrum. Can I tantrum people? This episode might just be a tantrum episode, bro.
Hey,
Because
do I need to go make me a drink and some popcorn?
I feel like I might need a drink because, bro, I'm tired, man.
Hmm.
like, and I'm not saying I'm tired with nothing that I'm tired of like people.
Mm.
like, and when I say people, I don't mean like people. It's like select people that have very close access to me,
Mm.
and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Or like, you know how you'll tell somebody something over and over and over and over and over again, and they refuse to listen over and over and over and over again, but they have the access to be in your person to continue to ask you the same stuff over and over and over again.
Yeah. For sure. I know that all too well.
Yeah, so I'm like that is what has me tired, bro.
Just drained.
It's just like certain people, and it's like a repeated thing, and then it's like I be having my own personal stuff I be dealing with myself, or my own business stuff I'm dealing with myself. Because certain people, like I'm that person. I have people that I do reach out to advice for. I have mentors. I have other associates. I have stuff, but I'm talking about those. You know how you have different classifications of friends. So I'm saying amongst these people that are reaching out to me all the time, I don't reach out to them to ask nothing outside of, if I'm reaching out, it's to, yo, everything good? How you doing? How's your mental space? How the kids? How the family? How your wife? How everything going? I ain't kicked it with you in a minute, bro. Let's kick it.
Hmm.
Whereas to them, it used to be some, yo, let's kick it. Versus now it's more, how.
Mm. Yeah, that's tough. But is it more so draining like the how only because they not doing it?
Yeah, that's the only reason. I don't mind. You know me, bro. I don't mind. I have no. This whole podcast is free game.
Yeah.
We what 30 something episodes in, almost 40 episodes in. We almost 40 episodes in of me giving. I don't mind giving free game. I'm how many years in on
social platforms giving free game. Like that's not what I don't mind that. That's one of the big reasons of why I do what I do, because I wish that I had somebody like me giving the amount of information that I gave when I was figuring out certain stuff. So that ain't the problem. It's if I'm directly telling you and I'm directly answering your questions about everything and I'm telling you exactly what to do and you don't do it. And then you come back and ask me the same exact thing over and over and over and over.
Man.
So one of my homies, I'm gonna use him for example because I'm talking about multiple people, but this is the most recent one that happened. One of my homies, yo, shout out to you. You know I love you. You probably gonna see this. So if you think I'm talking about you, yes, bro, I'm talking about you. A couple, he calls me up. I've been telling them certain stuff to do for about 2 years now. Never wanted to take action on none of it. Never chose to take what I was saying. And this wasn't him asking me no questions about nothing. This was, you know how I am, bro. As soon as I figure out a play or I hear something, I just run and tell everybody. That's just what I do. I told you the same thing. I told like anybody in my circle knows this information that I've told. It ain't like it was just directed to him. Everybody that I knew that was doing something, hey, bro, you need to go look, man, you know how I am, so it's one of them things. Cool, so I tell him, but then it starts to get into the he's interested, so he's asking the question. You know, I am, bro. If I got any information, I'm more than willing to share it. Here's everything I got. But then it starts to turn into, dang, you just asked this a couple weeks ago.
Man.
Then a couple weeks later, you just you asked this a couple weeks ago, and then a couple weeks before that.
Mhm.
So last time we talked, I'm on the phone with him for about 2, 3 hours, breaking it all down. Then he sends me a text 2 weeks later asking about what I broke down for about 45 minutes to an hour of what you don't need to do, asking me for recommendations to do the thing that I explained for about an hour on why you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I'm wasting my time, bro. Like, I feel like that was a 3 hour convo for nothing.
Yeah.
Your first question 2 weeks later is the one thing that I spent about 45 minutes to an hour on saying why you don't even need to be thinking about this right now. He's asking for recommendations on how to do it.
Mhm.
It was like ads or something. I spent 45 minutes to an hour talking about why he don't need to run no ads at all
Mhm.
because he's gonna get slaughtered.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, hey bro, can you recommend somebody run my ads? I spent an hour telling you why you don't need to run.
Yeah.
And so I just texted back. I was like, hey bro, just get in my program because if I don't charge you, you ain't gonna listen.
Mm. Mm. Talking about the mastermind?
Yeah. Like the only way you're not gonna listen.
Right.
And then he hit me back. He was like, bro, honestly, I'm not that confident in myself to get into that. And I was like, well, I'm hosting a 5 day challenge. Like, hop in that. You'll get value. A VIP ticket right now, I think 50% off, like $300
Mhm.
for 5 days of it. He ain't buy a ticket. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that confidence is real. That goes into the same thing I was telling you. I was having a conversation with my kinfolk. I was like, yeah, you just don't believe in it, and it's glaring. It's glaring, and it'd be like the difference. Do you think that's like the biggest difference? Confidence.
Yeah. I believe in myself. It don't be confidence in the thing. It's just confidence in yourself. So it ain't that he's not confident in his not he's not confident in himself. I'm gonna make it work.
Right. Right. And who was I? Oh, I think that was Kevin Hart. I was listening to the other day on the Drink Champs. I was about to say, who was I listening to? It was like winners win. It don't matter like what position you put them in.
Yeah, it's yeah. That's how I feel. Are there gonna be bumps? Are there gonna be bumps in the road on the way to it? Yeah, but we gonna get through these bumps though. Like I don't even question. And you even know with certain conversations that like insider information about me personally and business wise, I'd be like,
Hmm.
it come with the game. It come with the game. I signed up for it.
Yeah, and it's almost like inevitable. Like I'm sure there are cases in which nobody had like major downfalls or bumps in the road, but it seemed like everybody got their story where they either came up, lost it all, or didn't have anything and then came up from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like it just it happens. Like, and I don't get why so many people don't want to. Of course, nobody wants to lose. Like, you're not getting into it like, oh, I'm ready to lose.
Yeah.
But like I said, it comes with the game, and I'm all about stories, bro. Everything that I do, I'm like, this is like I'm making a movie,
Hmm.
and the way my imagination is, I'm really writing a movie that's gonna like have insane opening weekend box ticket numbers, like.
Yeah.
And I'm like in all the BS that I go through, all the failures or the downs or the valleys, I'm like, that just makes the story better. Who would want to watch a movie where the main character's just like the whole time? Like it would be a boring movie. Every superhero movie that you watch, the superhero goes through something where they look like there's no possible way that they can win.
Hmm.
Every Iron Man movie looked like Iron Man about to lose. Every Batman movie, it looked like Batman about to lose. Every Avengers movie, it looked like the universe is about to leave.
Hmm.
Ain't no more universe. And then they mess around and come out on the other side of it and win.
The music
So I'm like,
changes.
if you yeah, so I'm like, if you know in every movie the music gonna change,
Hmm.
why you not looking at yourself like that? Like it's just gonna be a better story to tell if you ain't been through nothing, and you gonna be a boring person to sit and have dinner with. What are
Right.
you gonna talk about?
Right. Right.
If you kicking it, you at a kickback and you got 3, 4, 5 people chilling, y'all just all conversing, having conversation, telling shit experiences back and forth. You ain't been through nothing. What you
Yeah.
got to teach?
Yeah. That just made me think about, bro. What do you think is more informative, the wins or the losses?
The losses.
Hmm.
You don't learn nothing by you literally, bro, you honestly don't learn anything from hearing wins. Nobody's ever learned nothing for real off of somebody's wins. Nothing. I'm confident in that. And that just came on my brain. I'm willing to put money on it that nobody's really learned anything from somebody's wins.
Hmm.
Think, what have you learned from somebody winning? And I guarantee, I'm pretty much can guarantee whatever example you can think of, they got that example winning from losing at something.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You find out what works by finding out what doesn't work. That's the only way you can find out what works.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
so but everybody's scared of losing and everybody's terrified of failure. That's the only way that you figure out if anything works.
Yeah.
Or the people that already figured it out, they went through and and did all of the failures for you so they can give you the win to learn from. But the root of that comes from losses and failures.
Hmm. Yeah, I told the dude that this morning. I was filming him. He kept butchering and messing up. I was like, bro, it's all good. Like, he kept apologizing. I'm sorry. I was like, bro, it's cool. Like, we getting to the take. Like,
You just figuring out ways on how not to. You be editing all my stuff. You know, you see the
yeah.
shoot yesterday, bro. I sent you a 15-minute video. I sent you a 15-minute video trying to say 45 seconds. It took me 15 minutes to say 45 seconds.
Bro, I was over here in tears. Cause one, I know the feeling. And then two, that one part I was like, the-
But bruh, this is what you didn't see though, because the only reason why I sent you that 15, 16-minute video for that 45 seconds a minute was because I know when you're with me, we just keep on
mm-hmm,
going
mm-hmm,
versus if I'm recording myself by myself. I have a habit of stopping the camera
mm,
and restarting it, and that messes up the whole
the
flow of your
flow.
creative
Yeah,
process.
yeah.
So, bro, before that, I sent you 4 1-minute videos. It took me like 2 hours
Yeah,
to shoot 4 1-minute videos.
yeah. It's,
Yeah, I don't be having everybody be scared to shoot stuff. They be like, I ain't like you. I'm not like me.
right, right. Yeah.
If you could see all the like when I got the memory card, because like I said, all the
Mm-hmm.
stop starts and stuff, it was so many. That's why I was like, man, I can't keep on stopping the camera because it's throwing off my whole
Mm-hmm.
flow. I just need to record, mess up, keep messing up,
Yeah.
mess up, mess up, mess up, get it, cool. And
Yeah.
it's about something and it was an ad for something that I haven't really done before. So I don't even have a template on what works and what doesn't work. So I have to continue to create content, continue to make ads and shoot videos about something that I've never promoted before.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how I'm going to find out what works?
Exactly.
By finding out what ain't working.
Yeah.
That's why I sent you the new videos, because the videos I got ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, well, no, not to take it from that angle. So let's try something else.
Exactly. Yeah, cause you had that 99 ways down. Walk with me, talk with me. like you was flowing with the
Yeah,
99.
but it's something that I know versus
Exactly.
versus what I'm advertising now. I don't. It's new to me. I just
Exactly.
created it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I gotta figure out what works and what doesn't work. And the only way is to let's make some stuff, throw it out, see what the market says. The market says it sucks.
Man, I
So
swear.
is it the market's fault or is it my fault? No, it's something I'm doing wrong. It ain't nothing the people doing wrong. The
Mm-hmm.
people is peopling.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't even a word.
Hey. It-
And I hate when people in the comments too be like, "Oh, that's not even a word." The grammar police be correcting me on stuff that I say. That's not even a word. He said people, and guess what? Wasn't nothing a word till somebody made it up. So I can make
exactly.
up words too. If some random person was able to make up words, why can't I? It's all made up.
Yeah, bling bling is a word. 2 words now. Well, a word, but you know what I'm
If
saying.
I want to say schnitzel fraggle, I'm gonna say schnitzel fraggle, and you're gonna ask me what does that mean, and I'm gonna tell you what it means. And I'm gonna keep on saying it, schnitzelfraggle. It
Mm.
means that you're upset about an outcome. That's the definition.
I was about to say that sounds like a open faced corn dog.
No, it's when you're displeased with the outcome of a situation. You're schnitzelfraggle. Yeah. So I made that up too. What?
I'm gonna have to sit down for like 3 hours to come up with some spelling for that. Get my phonetics going, you know.
Yeah, man. You pull up for dinner and drinks, and she don't look like what she look like on the gram. You snitch her fraggle. Ladies, y'all pull up. Y'all thought he was cute. He take off his hat. He's not. You got hat fish. You snitch her fraggle.
Catfish. Ah.
You snitch her fraggle.
Oh man. Instagram seemed
You
like a
thought you
scary
thought it
place.
you thought he was handsome because he got a beard. He messed up lining it up, and then he had to cut it all off and make it go back. You find out you don't like his face. You snitch her fraggle. You're upset about the outcome. That's the definition of grammar police.
That's hilarious, bro.
But the to go back on the thing about the people not wanting to take the L's and stuff, because when you sign up to be an entrepreneur, like I said, the only way that you're gonna learn is through failure. So it's inevitable that it's gonna happen. Just like it's inevitable that failure is gonna happen just in anything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it that people have so much fear of this failure versus they don't even think about other failures?
Mm.
Somebody could be sitting there and playing a video game, lose. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
Man.
You lost.
Yeah. And even if they betting, they lose some bread, they gonna bet again. Give me my bet back. They go to Vegas. Vegas hitting them over the head for 10 years straight. They still going back and hopping on the
Bro,
roulette.
speaking of one of my friends, he just got back from Vegas. He went to a real estate convention, but I was talking to him about about somebody, and this person, they had like sold assets in their business because they were looking ahead in the future and thinking that they were going to lose money
Mm,
like a few months from now,
mm,
or like in like the fall or something. Not fall, like winter time or something. They were thinking that they were going to lose some money.
mm,
But and me and him, we was talking. We was like, so what? Why you gonna sell what brings you in the money? Because you gonna have a downtime in the winter.
right.
That's what come with the game.
Yeah.
So you're gonna sell off everything that brings you in money because you don't want to come out of pocket in the future. Whereas I'm like, the way that I look at it, cool. Let me come out of pocket right now, so I still have control of the asset, and then it's gonna start generating me money again. I ain't gonna sell it off. Now
Right.
I ain't got nothing.
Right. Right.
And how you were saying like that how people go to Vegas and gamble and stuff. Because
Mm,
my man's he goes to Vegas, he gambles a lot. You know, once you spend certain money at certain hotels and you gambling at certain hotels, they give you the VIP treatment. And stuff. He
mm,
get the VIP treatment, get the suites and all that whenever he go. They invited him to the Grammys,
mm.
the hotel.
Dope.
He just got email one day. It was like, hey, we got 2 tickets to the Grammys,
Yeah.
free. You want to go? It's like, yeah. Just because of his relationship with the casino, but just using him as an example, we just the way that we think about certain stuff, like we really think it's just money.
Mm,
It's gonna come and it's gonna come and it's gonna go. Go make some more. That's how we really look at it. Because I
mm,
remember we went to this is New Year's Eve to bring in 2020. We was going to Hawaii.
mm,
That was the
I
plan.
remember that.
nah, we was going to not we was going to Puerto Rico, bringing New Year's 2020. We was going to Puerto Rico. We changed it like a week before, bought the tickets and everything in Puerto Rico, and was like, nah, let's just go to let's go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
They canceled Puerto Rico, bought the tickets to Hawaii. The night before, I'm seeing, and this is when the virus was going like crazy, right? So the so the so the you know you can't say it.
Yeah.
So the night before I'm looking at the restrictions to enter Hawaii, and it was crazy. Like it was like, bro, we not getting in.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And my man, he was like, nah, bro, I've been traveling during this whole thing, bro. Look, this how we got. I'm like, yeah, that might be them spots you been at. Hawaii not playing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking up YouTube videos of people that was stuck or like paid all this money to get there, get on the flight and everything. As soon as they land, gotta head back.
Mm.
Talking about like they coming from like Florida, Virginia
Yeah.
to Hawaii, bro. Like,
Ooh.
and this ain't like YouTubers, because I'm looking at certain things when I want to hear what like people are saying. I'll
Mhm.
search something and then I'll go to most recent uploaded,
Mm.
and it'll just show everything people uploading. And then I
Mhm.
seen one with a black dude. He was like, "Hey y'all, might have had like 8 views. Hey y'all, if y'all try to come to Hawaii, don't." I showed it to my man. I was like, "Look, bruh, this dude with the glasses, this black dude with the glasses, he just saying like, bruh, don't."
Yeah.
And then we was like, all right, this basically morning of, we was like, all right, let's go Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
I already done paid for everything in Hawaii. We was like, let's go Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We get the tickets day of, book the rooms day of, go to Puerto Rico. My other mans that was with us, he was like, man, hold up, bro. Man, that bread though. What about the, and we like,
Mm.
you make some more.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't want to lose the money, but I'm like, man, we trying to have a good New Year. We trying to bring in the year a good way.
Mhm.
Uh, like, F it.
Right.
We about to go to Puerto Rico, and if we can't, we'll figure out if we can get our money back later. Like, it
Mhm.
ain't happening now. We don't want to be here in this city now.
Mhm.
Let's go have a good time. We'll figure it out later. Commit first, figure out the rest later, right? So we get there. My third friend, he still hadn't bought like a room or nothing. We had booked the rooms before we got on the flight. He got the flight. He's pricing the rooms all around San Juan and stuff, looking for the
Mhm.
best value and stuff. And he's like, nah, bro, but that's like $700-800 just down the drain with Hawaii and then a room. And we was just like, man, you say you a hustler, go just make some more
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Like make some more money.
Make that back.
And it got to a point where my man just told him, he was like, bro, you here now.
Right.
He's like, ain't no point in talking about it. You either gonna make some more money or just take your L. It's this the game that we in.
Mhm.
And he's like, and this where I'm staying, this where Blake's staying. You know the price of the rooms. If you want to stay, stay. And he ended up getting the room.
Yeah.
But just to bring back the conversation we was having the other day, I was like, yeah, he sold all his assets because he was looking at the slow season for his business was coming up and his money was already declining, but he
Mhm.
was still turning profit. Like he was still making decent money,
Mhm.
like per month, like probably still in the 5 figures a month.
Yeah.
But he just didn't want to come out of pocket when the slow season came. So he's just like,
Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a seven-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis,
Listen to me.
eight-figure entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. And I don't even want to put him in a box. I know you teach 99 ways how to get into real estate, how to use OPM. But this man's gonna teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and be able to scale and grow your businesses, AstenCeo, Blake. I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else. When you told me the 99 ways, though, peep this. I never heard nobody say 99 ways.
Right.
I heard about 1,
You heard a couple.
2, 3, 4, 5 max. 99?
99.
Yeah, okay. Y'all
Crazy,
tripping if
y'all.
y'all don't. But
Hey.
I really don't. 99 ways? It's impossible to fail.
Most important thing y'all can do is get in the room.
And he ain't want to just like worst case take a loan out, like borrowing against his assets. He ain't think of that. He just want to sell in equity.
Well, this you can't borrow against you can't borrow against it
Oh,
because he
okay.
don't own it.
Okay. Okay.
So you can have what I classify as an asset. Maybe assets the wrong word, because I do look as an asset as something that you own that's generating money. So I'll say this was like a Airbnb, for example. You don't own
Right. I see what
unless
you're
you
saying.
own the property. But if you just doing a short term, if you are doing rental arbitrage and you just
Mhm.
corporate leasing apartment units and stuff like that, you can't borrow against
Right.
an apartment unit that you leasing out on a monthly basis and then basically subleasing for a daily rate.
Yeah.
You can't take a loan on that.
Man. Yeah. I just take out a regular loan. Some. I just be like, don't.
Or just pay out of pocket.
Or just, but that's why I'm saying, if he really didn't want to pay out of pocket, he could just borrow some money. Like people do that all the time, like to get them through, whatever down season or quarter they may have. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
just to keep the capital going. They may have to cover payroll. They may have to cover this expense, that expense.
Dame Dad should say you ain't a boss. Whoever puts their money up is the boss. The bank is the boss.
Dang. I rock with Dane. I rock with 90% of what he be saying. 90%. And he posted me on his page one day. So I'm gonna be like, bro, I know you ain't gonna remember, but back in 2021.
Don't do that.
No, of course I'm not.
Don't do that.
Of course I'm not gonna do
You gonna turn into whose man's is this?
that. Nah. It'd be funny how that worked. I remember I saw Lenny S out and about. I was like, should I rap for him? I was like, nah.
Nah, that
Nah.
ain't it.
That ain't it, coach.
That ain't it. Plus, even if you did, what could Lenny S, like, I know his connections, but he ain't really like into the music like that, is he?
Um, I think he's still a big part of just like Rock Nation. But but
But
my
but I'm saying, but that don't mean that you, just because you working for Rock Nation or with Rock Nation, that don't mean that you like in the music.
yeah, no, my like the way I be looking at life now is it's more for me about like the opportunity for the relationship or the connection. So like let's say hypothetically, like cause I would never do that, but just hypothetically speaking, I spit for him and he rocking with it, or maybe he just liked my energy and what I did, the fact that I walked up to him and he'd be like, man, I like you, bro. Like, what you doing out here? And then that's just
Yeah.
that might turn into something else, something completely different. Outside of music. Maybe I'm managing
But
something.
if I could rap like crazy, I would take the opportunity to rap in front of him. It's like, when you gonna get that opportunity again?
Like Big Sean.
But at the same time, though, that's why I'm be so heavy on like building your brand and your social media and all this type of stuff because they think you the dopest rapper ever, and then they go look you up. What they gonna find?
Exactly.
Big Sean, yeah, he went and rapped in front of Kanye, but Big Sean had something going still though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You look up Big Sean on uh what was out back then on Facebook. He probably had a Facebook fan page popping.
Well, he had nah, cause that was like high school, but he had like a buzz around the city because he was like battle rapping and stuff.
Yeah, and he had them Finally Famous tapes out.
Were they out at that time?
Yeah.
Mm.
Or he had something out to where everybody knew who he was.
Yeah, cause he was at the radio
And then
station
and
for a
then when he
reason.
was waiting, yeah. So
Mm.
I'm like, it ain't like people just using the rapper for an example. Like people think, yo, I'm gonna go and spit for him. Even if they think that you fired, they gonna look you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This
especially
ain't the day
today.
no more where they just find somebody that's he's cold.
Yeah.
Let's turn him into a star. So that's why I tell people that they sitting there or they focus on making music, and then you hoping that somebody will put you on, or you going and you rapping or performing in front of people, or booking these shows, or not booking shows, paying, because at a certain
To
level you got to
perform.
pay to get on the stage. You
Yeah.
paying to perform and stuff. If anybody in the crowd does like you, or if something of you does hit, I saw something with a dude. He bumped into Kanye and he's like playing this song for Kanye, and
Mm-hmm.
Kanye's like feeling it. Kanye even like dance,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But then Ye was most likely gonna go and look and see what are you doing.
Mm-hmm.
So even though designer didn't pan out for Ye, he still had the Panda song that was already fire
Right.
everywhere. Like Panda was like one of the biggest songs already.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put flames on it and then it goes. You put the Kanye flames on it, then it goes. But he already
Right.
had it.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever the opportunity is when you get that contact that you're searching for to help accelerate your business and your goals, your dreams, your career. When you meet that person, what do you got to show? What work have you done for them to see it?
Mm-hmm.
Because people hit me up all the time, daily. I'm in my DMs daily, and I go and I'm looking at stuff that people, dang man, he sounds like he's dedicated. He sound like he's serious. And I go and I check out everything that they got, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, you not. You say this is what you do. You got 4 posts up,
Mm-hmm.
or your page is private. I click the link in your. There's no link in your bio. I look at your website. It's nothing. You say
Yeah.
this is what you do. You send me a YouTube. It's one video. Like your social media, your social presence is your business card. What are
Mm-hmm.
people gonna look at when they come to see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1000%. Somebody gave me a business card today. He was like, do people still do this?" It's like, not really, but I appreciate it happening right now.
Did you keep it?
Yeah, 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 I kept it. I'm gonna put it in my phone and throw it away. It was somebody that I had been needing to meet for a while, and we finally got a chance to link up through somebody else who was in
Because I
town.
feel like I feel like now the only people got business cards is old people. Was he old?
What's old? Like 50 and up?
Yeah.
Nah, nah. He was young. He was young. He was young, and he wasn't just a stranger.
But
It was, he was just on his way
yeah.
out. Yeah.
But most people got business cards nowadays. They're the old, or they're like super green and just starting something, or
True.
they have a service.
Yeah, yeah. Like like he's part of a company that does business funding and stuff, like
Yeah,
non-traditional business funding I'll give you their number because they got a branch in Houston too, but they do non-traditional business funding for those who may get denied by banks. So they serve like
yeah,
underserved community people who look like us, or as they say, POCs, people of color.
and it's like people that um they ain't so crazy with like just certain lives people are live. Like when I hear POC, I hear something totally different. Like my brain doesn't even go to people of color. It goes a point of contact.
uh, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
It's
POC.
crazy what different people tapped into.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But man, I just want to start off at because I was just like, man, this just the I just don't understand the asking for advice to not use it. I don't understand that on any level of stuff. I can understand you asking. I'm not saying that you have to listen to everybody's advice like 100%.
Man.
You know, I'm the main one to say like go with your gut. If you got a vision or you really feel that much conviction to do something, do it. But
Mm-hmm.
you're asking me how to do something for a reason
Mm-hmm.
because I've experienced it and you haven't. So it's like if so many times go to whereas I'm giving you my expertise on something and you don't do it, it's like now when you come, it's like you selling wolf tickets.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, bro. And then it's gonna get to a point to whereas we actually have a personal friendship relationship, but I'm gonna get to the point where I don't even want to talk to you
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because every time we link, you're looking to take.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people that I'm talking about, the only reason that we have linked for a while is just so they can extract.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, let's kick it. Like now, I'm even like, "Nah, I'm cool
Man.
because it ain't like let's just kick it and watch the game or something. It's like they have intentions on why they want to kick it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Versus before, it's just like, yo, bro, what's good?
Yeah, pull up.
No, what's that? All right, yeah, pull up,
Mm-hmm.
bet. And then if we just talking, which is it's natural, you're gonna talk about what's going on in your life with people when you're having conversations and stuff. Then stuff could just organically come versus, all right, I wanna ask Blake about this, that, and this.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't mind that, but if that's every time,
Man.
and that's the sole reason why we even talking, bro, pay the invoice.
Man. Pull up and be
You
like,
you wanna you wanna be a you wanna be a you wanna be a mentee.
mm-hmm.
That's cool. But let's do this so we can separate it. That's just like you. You my best friend, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But there come a point with certain stuff that I need from you or asking for you. All right, bro, bill me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man.
So we can keep this separate and still have the friend stuff right here. I ain't coming at you with some homie.
Yeah.
Bro, you gonna charge me, bro? But friends want certain stuff from you because they see that you're capable of certain stuff or you have certain uh a certain skill set, or certain abilities, or certain information. But because of that friend, they don't want to spend money with that friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, which is really unfortunate because my mind be like, man, that's the person you should want to pay.
And you know me, that's the person that I do pay first.
Yeah.
I'll go to the friends first for everything. I know this what you do. Hey, bro. And I'm not asking for, I ain't gonna say all the time, but I'm not asking for like the discount
Right.
when I'm asking for the stuff.
Right.
Now if it's something that's gonna be like a decent size investment for me, let's talk about pricing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not asking for a discount.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even with us, I ain't never come up with a discount, but I'm like, let's work something out to where it works for what I'm doing.
Hmm. Yeah. And that's how it should be. And then for the people who listening, who may be on the service side, I'm a firm believer in not like discounting stuff, but rewarding the long term investment. Like the difference between buying a shirt off rack or buying 100 wholesale. Like you gotta,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a firm
yeah.
believer in
Cause
that.
that's the relationship, that's the business relationship we got. Cause I was like, all right, bro, I need this. And I would always come with you and I'm like, I need this done, I need this done, I need
Hmm.
this done. And then the pricing that came back, I always paid it, but I was like, dang, bro, I can't cut this. And he was like, all right, well, how about I can give you I can give a haircut on the price up front if you do some long term stuff.
Hmm.
I was like, all right,
Yeah, the long
that
term.
works.
Yeah, bro. That's what it's all about. Cause I be telling people, would you rather have like the big chunk up front and then like 6,000 now, or would you rather have 40,000 over the course of a period? And a lot of people will miss out on that 40 because they so thirsty to get that six up front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And like would kill a potential opportunity over a few bucks. Cause they like, nah, my price is my price. Like,
They skipping over $1 to pick up a nickel.
exactly. And I'm like, nah.
And that's really the goal with all this stuff is to have monthly recurring revenue.
Mm-hmm.
That's the model. That's the true business model.
Mm-hmm.
Look at everybody that's really out here popping on a large scale. They have predictable monthly recurring revenue.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause that
Apple.
that a la
What
carte
what you
for the
think Apple
birds.
makes what you think Apple makes the most money off of?
Probably Apple Music and Apple TV.
Apple Music and Apple TV.
Hmm.
Predictable monthly recurring revenue. It ain't really so much the iPhones and the computers and
Hmm. Cause that's
they pretty much got a stranglehold on the market as far as if anybody listens to music nowadays. Like I'm in the minority. I got title
yeah, me too.
because I spend my money with us first.
Yeah.
But pretty much everybody, I would assume, pretty much everybody got Apple Music. If
Hmm.
you got an iPhone, if you don't, then you probably you got Spotify.
Yeah, I would say Spotify's first and then Apple right after because
And
Spotify is free.
yeah, my only thing with Spotify, I hopped on there a couple times. I just don't like I would probably be a paid Spotify user
Right.
because I don't know how to work it for one. And I'm like, all right. And I'm still conditioned. I still listen to albums.
Hmm.
So if I go and I look for a Simba's album on Spotify, it don't let me play the album.
Yeah.
It'd be like the album be right there and I press it and then some song from a similar artist or something will play. And I'd be like, this no, I want to listen to I want to listen to this song right now. They don't
Yeah,
never let me listen to the song. I was like, okay, okay, this
yeah,
whack.
yeah. I don't. I've never liked Spotify. Never been a fan of. Let me not say I don't like. I never been a fan of Spotify. I think hands down, Title is the best, and it's not even close.
Or one of our friends, bro. I be looking at it. I'll tell you who it is off off camera. You you could probably have a good. You could probably guess it in two guesses though. But I be looking at his stories on the ground and like the music he be playing in the background. I be like, he gotta have Pandora. Cause why are you listening to that? I'm like, you didn't choose to listen to that. You got it on some radio, and a Young Money song is on. Bedrock is on. I'm
How
like,
did I
why are
know
you
that
listening
was?
to bed? Why are you listening to Bedrock, bro?
Hey,
Like if you
that's
don't pay this $9.99 or however much it
I
costs.
swear that's the I bro, because I literally was just about to say Bedrock is on, like, because that's the one Young Money song that nobody is voluntarily playing, like no man at least.
Bro, I've seen videos of his story and I'm not Bedrock was playing. I was like, he got Pandora, bro.
Ah, yeah, you can't have bed, man. That's funny, dog.
Yeah, I'm like, I expect Pandora to be like, at this point, I look at Pandora as like which a lot of people, they take what I say and they take it to heart. Like, if you was to clip that up and post it somewhere, it'd be all kinds of people that use been Pandora, like getting offense. And why are you talking about? I'm
Yeah,
like, golly, why everybody so damn sensitive?
people just
But I
want to
look
be
at
up in arms about stuff these days. That's all.
what does that even mean? Why do we say these sayings, bro? What does up in arms mean? If you just break it down, up in arms, you're like,
No. like going to war, up in arms. Like arm, your arm.
oh, this
Yeah.
up in arms.
Talking about
Like, what does this mean?
wacky baby
This up in
man. Yeah, up in arms. Yeah, that gotta be one of the oldest joints, like P's and Q's, like my people don't know that it originated from mind your pints and quarts when people would get too rowdy in a bar. P's and Q's, pints and quarts.
yeah, I don't know what, and just certain sayings that we have. I don't know the like if you think about it, it's not some good stuff to say. So like say for example, I was in an Uber with I was in an Uber with one of my homegirls and we was talking about my pops. And
Mhm.
as we was talking about my pops, the phone rung and I said, "Up, speaking of the devil."
Yeah, yeah,
And then right there I caught it. I said, "I'm never saying that again.
yeah,
Why am I looking at one of the people I love the most on planet Earth and when they pop up, I'm relating them to the devil?"
yeah.
I'm like, why did that saying come up? And I even caught myself too. I was like, as soon as I got off the phone, I was like, that didn't. I know I've said that multiple times, but
Mhm.
something about that one time, I was like, that don't feel right.
Yeah.
I never questioned it before until that.
Hey, man, you're on a different plane these days. Highest elevation of the self. Yeah.
And she even said it, and she even said she wasn't gonna say nothing, but she was like, even in her brain was like, mm.
Mm.
But you know, that's a saying that everybody says.
Yeah,
I know
for
I've
sure.
said it countless times, but something about that time.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna say that. Why can't I say speaking of God or something? Speaking of the God,
Now,
because he is a God.
you know what I say?
So why can't I say
I say you're gonna live a long time when I pick up the phone. That's what I
you
say.
do? Because you be saying that to me.
Mm.
But I used to say, speaking of the devil.
And look, the person on the other end on the phone never be like, "Oh, well, I gotta be the devil." They be like, "Oh, you was thinking about me? You was talking about me?"
Yeah.
Like a term of
Like
endearment.
nothing negative is about it at all. So I'm like, I'm gonna start saying speaking of the God.
Mm.
You know, I do look at, you know, I do feel as if we are the gods on earth. So I'm gonna start speaking of the God,
Definitely.
or we be saying like to play devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Why I want to play the devil's anything?
Right.
So I'm like, it's just crazy how we've just been conditioned negatively so much. That's why so many people don't believe in themselves because it's like it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
because your subconscious mind has been trained for negativity basically since day one. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people they don't realize that your subconscious mind has no ability to reason. It believes whatever you tell it.
Mm-hmm.
Your conscious mind has ability to reason, but your subconscious mind has absolutely no reasoning ability.
Man.
It believes whatever you tell it. So I'm like, we have to constantly intentionally tell ourselves positive things, intentionally tell ourselves positive affirmations, intentionally read and see certain stuff, watch certain
Mm-hmm.
programming, listen to certain music, television programming. Why is it called? Because it's literally programming you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I was saying about that with the the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff.
Yeah.
I still ain't watched it. I'm like, I don't just because I'm like, I don't know if I want that on my brain right now. I don't know if I want
Mm-hmm.
that on my mind like right now.
Mm-hmm.
I probably will watch it at some point, but I'm talking about right now. Do I want that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But it's like you,
I've seen episode and a half. I fell asleep on the second episode. Um, and you know why I'm watching it? I'm watching it because that's my study time. That was my study session. Like, so
yeah,
don't be no yeah, I don't be emotionally invested in that. I just be just watching it for certain stuff like film stuff.
yeah. But I was just like, I just don't know if I just want that on my spirit right now. Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta be with stuff that I'm doing right now. I'm like, I know that that stuff matters. A lot of people they don't
Hmm.
think of that, but I'm like, you're taking in negativity all day, constantly. That is affecting you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's affecting your subconscious. Why don't you realize it? Because it's your subconscious.
Hmm.
You're not going to realize it. You only realize your conscious mind. So I'm like, if programming's a thing, let me reprogram myself.
Right.
Let me brainwash myself. So I'll intentionally not watch certain stuff, not listen to certain stuff, not read certain stuff. There's
Hmm.
certain music artists you even know like I don't listen to much rap no more
Yeah.
because I'm like the type of rap that I like to listen to. It's all negative.
Hmm.
I don't want to hear about sliding and spinning a block and
Man.
spinning the block on the ops and that ain't even the music that I've always liked. That wasn't it. I always liked some hustler music,
Hmm.
but it's like the a lot of the young, a lot of the newer generation of rappers, they not talking about no get money stuff
Yeah.
because a lot of stuff that these younger cats is out here doing. I've even asked a few people that was like doing certain stuff in the street wise. It always made sense to me that you doing stuff in the streets for money.
Mm.
They not doing it like money didn't even come out they mouth.
Mm. Mm.
I'm
Yeah, it's
like bro, and you live in a gang city. I don't know if you know any gang members, but if you do, you live in LA. So when I was asking these people, I was asking these kids in Kentucky. We not really known for that.
mm.
So I'll say some stuff like, "Oh, I'm like, you banging? They say, yeah, they repping whatever. And I'm asking them why money ain't come out their mouth at all.
What they was talking about?
And from just a bunch of dumb stuff I ain't even about to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
But and I don't know gang culture like that. But from what I can see from the outside looking in, the reason for it's not money. Because you live in LA. They don't you don't get no respect because you got money in LA. They could care
Nah.
less.
Yeah.
I remember Nick was rapping about that. What song was that? He was like, I can't think of the lyric of the song off the top of my head, bro. It's like right there. You know when you like know something but you can't.
Yeah.
But basically the lyric that I'm can't think of right now. It's like, all right, if you rich and you got money, you move to certain cities, you can, you know, people can treat you a certain way just because you got money.
Mm-hmm.
So like say if you go to Houston and you papered up, people gonna treat you a certain way when you go to certain places
Mm-hmm.
just because you got bread.
Yeah.
But the culture of LA, I ain't saying like certain spot, but I'm saying like the trenches of LA, they could care less, bro.
Yeah.
They respecting what you did
For
in
what?
the
Yeah,
streets,
the work you
like
put in.
what you did on the front lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas other major cities in the other major cities in the country, they'll give you a certain respect, or even if they don't respect you, they'll act like they do just because you got a
Mm-hmm.
bread
Mm-hmm.
or status. LA, they don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
So
It's
I was
been
like, man, I ain't never moving to LA.
yeah.
Oh, for real, cause it's crazy out there, bro. Cause it ain't even on some living a certain lifestyle out there anymore. Like anybody can get it.
Yeah.
Now, bro, there's people out there getting robbed on Rodeo.
Yeah. Rodeo. Yeah.
White people.
And that's why it started to become news. Cause people been not only stuff happening in broad daylight, but people have also been like confronted on like they doorsteps of their house
Dang.
and in whatever neighborhood too. It ain't even been like yeah, man. It has been crazy out here, but I'd be looking at it like, man, it's crazy, and I'm gonna say everywhere, but like the major cities, like, cause I talk to my mom every day.
It's
She be like,
crazy.
it's crazy in Houston too.
It's crazy everywhere, but I've always felt comfortable in craziness and predictable craziness.
Got you. That makes
LA
sense.
is not predictable at all.
That makes sense.
Cause say in my first business in real estate, wholesaling real estate. One
Mm,
reason why I was able to get deals that other people weren't doing was because I'm boots on the ground in places people are terrified to go.
mm,
Like I'm door not like it ain't cold calling and hope they answer the phone or sending them mailers and stuff. Like starting off, I'm getting a lot of these deals in these areas because bro. I remember even talking to you. You was like, bro, you just out in
mm.
I'm talking to
Yeah,
you and your cousins and stuff. They like, bro, you
yeah,
just walking around South Park.
yeah,
So I was like, yeah. That's like, bro, you. Cause
yeah.
I remember one day, bro, I went to you was in town, or maybe you hadn't moved yet, and was with your cousin. And he was asking me about the real estate stuff. I was like, yeah, bro, right now I got these two deals in South Park. He was like, cause don't show I know you got some people from there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah. They
live
grew up.
around
They
there.
grew up there. My mom and them
Yeah,
when
that's
they
what he said.
moved from
He was like,
Louisiana.
what? He's like, what? This a how'd you got it? I was like, I just walked around. for about 2 hours asking everybody I could see if they knew blah blah blah, so where I can get in contact with them. He's
Mhm.
like, so you just walk around? You just walk around the hood? I was like, yeah. He's like, you strapped, right? I was like, nah. He's
Yeah.
like, boy, you a wild boy. But I'm like, but there's a every hood in America's is pretty much the same,
Mm,
except for LA, bro.
mm.
That's why I'm saying I'm comfortable there because I know how to move in certain
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah.
And there's a predictability. There's a Even though I'm always aware and stuff, there was a comfortability in, like, yeah, I know I'm in a crazy spot right now, but I'm confident in predicting ain't no random craziness gonna happen to me because I
Right.
know the mentality.
Yeah.
It ain't usually see a stranger, get them. It's
Yeah.
usually I got a problem with this person, get them.
Mhm.
Or it's who's this stranger just walking around creeping by and stuff. Like, everybody gonna look at you. They might think you on some other stuff.
Man.
They might think you the feds or something. Like,
Anybody know where I can find some illegal
yeah.
drugs?
But I'm like, say if I was in real estate in LA, I would never just walk around
Yeah.
how I did in Houston.
And the crazy thing about LA too is like the hoods in LA don't look like hoods.
Yeah, you don't even know if you in the hood.
Yeah, you
It
just
looked nice.
yeah, you be like, oh man, LA, pop, pop, pop. Like,
Hey, it looked nice, bro. You gonna have palm trees and vibrant colored houses,
yeah.
yellow. Oh, look at this yellow, pink, green. The sun's out.
Sun's out. Trees lining the whole street. Palm trees. You're like, man, I love it here. Hey, homie.
I remember I was out there once. I remember first time I ever came out there, bro. I was in an Uber. I didn't know where I was at, and I'm like, oh, this look like all right, it's part of town. And I seen a dude on a dirt bike, and I was like, all right, we in the hood.
Like Chappelle say, click, click.
Yeah, I was like,
Old
I was
baby
like,
on the
we in the
corner
hood.
trick, huh?
Definitely knew we was in the hood. As soon as I seen that dirt bike, it's like, all right,
Yeah, bro.
we
And
somewhere. And then I was looking at street signs too, because I listen to rap, so I'm starting to see all these street signs that I've heard
yeah.
on songs and stuff. I start seeing. I remember we was on Hoover Street, and I was like, okay, I've heard of Hoover's. Is this
Mm-hmm.
where I'm at? Like, I'm just questioning because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see. I see
Hoover is
Crenshaw.
long.
Yeah, I know. It could be a long street. It's just like if you in Houston, you could be on Cullen. Cullen's a
Mm-hmm.
long street.
Yeah. You can be in
You could be in
Pearland
one.
or in
You
the
could be on one
projects.
part of Cullen, and you could be cool. You could be in another part of Cullen, and you could be like, oh.
Oh yeah.
Or, I remember I realized that when I first got to Houston, I was headed to the crib. We had went out one night. And I'm headed back, and I guess the GPS I had accidentally hit avoid major
Mm.
highways and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We rode all the way down Cullen. And think when you in them spots in Cullen where you don't want to be at 2:30 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just light after light after light after light
Yeah.
after light. I'm up here like, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this GPS? I'm like, man, something got to be wrong with this GPS. I just keep on tapping the phone. It's like, nah. But But man, but that belief, y'all just realize, man, just realize that faith and doubt both require belief. And if you don't believe, if you a lot of people they think that not believing in something is not a belief because you don't believe in it. It is a belief.
Mm-hmm.
You believe that it's not going to happen. So if I'm talking about my homeboy, just to go back to the conversation from earlier, I know we went all types of places with it, but just to use him as an example, he doesn't believe in he doesn't believe in what I'm saying, or else he wouldn't continue to ask over and over and over and over. He would start to implement.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I say, bro, the only way that you will listen to me is if I charge you. He does not believe that that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make sense to him. And I'm like, when and the stuff that I've told him previously obviously has not made sense yet either because he hasn't done it.
Mm-hmm.
But what most people don't realize is that when you're asking somebody for advice or you're going to somebody for coaching or mentorship or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that they're going to tell you is not going to make sense to you at all. If
Exactly.
it made sense to you, you would already be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to the person that's done the thing that you're asking about how to do.
Mm-hmm.
When they tell you stuff that when you receive feedback from them and information that makes absolutely no sense to you, listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it made sense, you would already be doing it and you would already know how to do it. That's why you're asking. A lot of people they're stopping, a lot of people they're not able to get to the next level because they're letting what they do know, they're letting what they do know stop them from learning what they don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's real.
And so say my homie, say if he ever does tap in, because I told you I'm already to the point where I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna keep on regurgitating myself. Like for one, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I'm like, and it's gonna and me feeling like talking to you is a waste of my time is gonna be a detriment to our friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, who wants a friend where you feel like you just waste your time talking to them?
Yeah.
So look, if you want some information, here's the cost.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't yet realize that pain would be the best possible thing for him to do right now. Whether it's me or somebody else, he
Right.
needs to pay somebody.
Yeah.
I might not be the guy. Go pay somebody because you ain't gonna listen till you do.
Yeah.
He'll get it at some point because the business that he has done, that he's had success in, guess what he did? He paid somebody to learn how to do it.
Oh, really? Hmm.
But it's like everybody has to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
But I just know his mentality, the mentality that he has the wrong mentality like about a lot of things
Mm.
as far as building relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like you can only do so much being a lone wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize that another person too. Uh, another person I'll tell you this name off camera because this is one of our mutual friends did the same thing with him.
Mm.
I was like, I'm telling you all this stuff so much, and then I'm seeing every single thing that I tell you, you do the exact opposite of what I said. I was like, hey, bro, I'm starting up this mastermind. It'd be great for you to get into it. I told him the price. He ain't even text me back. I ain't heard from him since.
Mm.
Like I'm not. I'm not trying to get no money from my friends.
Yeah.
But I know that you're constantly asking me about this stuff, and I see you repeatedly put into action everything that I told you not to do. Bro, pay this, and it will be the best decision you ever made in your life.
Right.
I didn't say that, but that's what I know. I was just
Mhm.
like, yo, bro, I'm starting up this program, cost this much. I really think you need to join with what it is that you saying that you want to do.
Mhm.
That's all I said, something like that. I ain't even heard from him since. That was months ago.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
guess he probably looked there like, dang, he trying to sell me something. I'm like, no,
Trying to
I'm
help you.
attempting to help you.
Yeah.
But I've seen for since day one, everything that you and I don't everything that I've told you and everything that you've reached out to ask, I've seen you not implement
Mhm.
or do your or do your best and try to do the thing with not taking one single ounce of the advice that you asked for in it and lose every time.
Yeah.
I'm charging you because this is going to help you because once you're actually have skin in the game, you're going to listen and it'll be a
Mhm.
quick fix.
Mhm.
Like a quick fix. But people don't
Yeah.
it's whatever. But I was like, dang, bro, ain't even hit me back and be like, oh, I think about it, nah, nothing. It was just,
Nothing.
yeah. But I'm just to the point where I'm like, all right. And you know I do business with friends all the time, bro. I do business with you. I do real estate deals with
Mhm.
people. I do lending deals with people, realtors, whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm like, but if it's to the point where I'm just like, you not listening, you not listening to none of the free game for years.
Mhm.
I gotta charge you so you will start to listen.
Right.
I have to. And you won't see the benefit of it until after you do it. It ain't gonna make sense now, because if it did, you would have already tapped in.
Hmm.
If not with me, with somebody.
Yeah. In some form.
Or you would have asked, hey bro, how much? Just use you as an example. I come up and be like, hey bro, how much for this? I don't be like, hey bro, can you?
Mhm.
Or you would have already did that because
Mhm.
you understand the value of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's just crazy how it's just crazy in the friendship dynamic of things and information and business. I understand it, but it used to be mind boggling to me that like the stranger sees the value.
Mhm.
The stranger sees the value. The stranger makes the purchase. The stranger has the transformation because without a transaction, there's no transformation. The friend and family member don't see it.
Mhm.
They ask and ask and ask, and out of your love for this person, you want to give, 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 give. But then there's gonna be a point where you're not listening.
Yeah.
You seen these transformation these people are having. You want it, but you ain't did what these people did to get it. There's a big step missing. Why are they listening and why are you not listening? The transaction.
Hmm.
I gotta charge you. I have to. You will not listen to what I'm saying until you pay.
Man.
All of these transformations happened because they saw the value transaction, then the transformation shortly comes.
Mhm.
You keep asking, 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 and you got way more access than them. Why are all these people passing you up? They running laps around you. They ain't even getting to talk to me. You can hit me on my line and talk to me for 3 hours like I did the other week.
Yeah.
People in my mastermind can't call me and talk to me for 3 hours.
Yeah. Man. So what is it? Is it just like, cause I know how some people have said, like they don't listen to people because maybe, y'all come from the same place, or it pains them to see you elevating, and you're like a reminder of where they are, their life, etc. But what's the other side, like, and another option to where like it's hardest to for the friends and family to listen?
It's because they know you. It's because they know you, and it's hard for them to see outside of that person who they knew.
Oh, got
It's just like a family member. To some family members, uh, I'm always gonna be Blakey that can't really talk or formulate a sentence.
you. Yeah. And now you doing 8-hour lives.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a high paid communicator.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be Blakey. They
Mm,
gotta go to they gotta go to a speech pathologist because I can't say certain words because my tongue didn't reach the roof of my mouth. So I literally couldn't say certain words.
man.
I couldn't say daddy.
Man, bro, people be, it's so crazy. Like,
I said I said I said dally. I couldn't say daddy. Some people gonna look at me like that. Some people they gonna look at the they gonna look at the middle school, the high school you. They remember that.
mm,
They can't see past. Man, you look at you. You think that's just like certain friends that I be with, and I don't know what this. They have a perception of me that ain't even came into fruition yet. They think that I'm somebody that I'm not,
mm,
or I just know certain people. I'll be chilling with a certain friends. They'll Facetime me or something, and then like I don't even want to hang around them because it's like they so stuck in remembering old me
mm-hmm.
and comparing that, and they're comparing what they think I am to where they are now. So they'll just bring up stuff in conversation. I'll be like, what the hell is that
Yeah.
about? We'll be sitting there, we talking, we can be having a debate about who's a better quarterback, uh a Tua or Josh Allen.
Mm,
And then somehow in the debate about who do we think is the better quarterback, it'll be like it'll be like, man, his dude over here think because he got money, he think. I'm
mm.
like, what?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's strange.
But I don't say nothing, but I pick up on that stuff.
Yeah. Got
I'm
to.
like, come on, man. Or one of my day one homies, he FaceTime me one day. And I'm just chilling and he had somebody with him that I probably hadn't seen in shoot, probably 15 years.
Mm,
And I'm seeing him, I'm like, oh, what up? He's like, yeah, look who I'm with. I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? Blah, blah, blah. We kicking like, yeah, next time you in town, hit me up. Uh, or not. I'm glad he didn't say to hit me up. He said, hit up, uh, uh, let me know when y'all together. I'm gonna pull up on y'all because me and this person that FaceTime me, we
yeah.
talk all the time. Not all the time, but frequently. I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna tell when I'm with him, I'm gonna tell him to hit you up. Like I genuinely meant that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said some stuff to where I was like, I don't even want to kick it with you, fam.
Mm.
Cause he got back on the phone and we talking about something. And he's like, yeah, man, you over there and uh you making that money, man. He said something negatively about like money
Mm.
and social media or something. He's like, yeah, man, I know you can't. What you over there doing? Making some videos and stuff, man. Look, you think you know everything just because you getting some money now, huh? I was like, we wasn't even talking about that. We was talking about.
Yeah.
I just got done sharing some 15-year-old memories with somebody I ain't seen in 15 years for like 3, 4 minutes. Then hop back on the phone with you, and I was like, you know what, bro? I'm not gonna see him
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna see you next time I'm like able to see you. So that be why, because it's like I'm like I don't even talk to even on my platform, bro. I don't even really much talk about money I'm making no more.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I just started showing everybody else's success.
Mm-hmm.
But at first, if I have digital products I'm selling as far as courses and stuff, I need a proof of concept that it works. Before you have testimonials, what is your proof of concept going to be? You,
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm telling somebody I know how to do this, how are you going to believe the information? I got to show you that I'm making money with the information.
Right.
Look, until I start getting other people tap in and get the information, now they making money. Now I can just say, all right, it don't just work for me. I showed you that it works for me. Now look,
Mm-hmm.
it works for her, him, and her, and them over there. And look at all these people too.
Mm-hmm.
But Hov said it, man. There's a Jay-Z line for every life moment. Hov said, everybody look at you strange and say you changed like you worked that hard to stay the same.
Yep. One of my favorite lines. It's like, of course I changed. but really though, it really be other people that really, really change when you think about it. Like that
It
type of
doesn't.
change.
It it doesn't. It does. It does and it doesn't. Because it's like, yeah, you changed. And you're supposed to change.
Right.
But a lot of times it's that they haven't changed at all.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, yeah, I did change. Why didn't you?
Right, right.
That's what a lot of it be. Because I know that saying where it'd be like, nah, really people change and it ain't you. But it's like, I get that. But a lot of it do be you change. Eh, They didn't at all.
Yeah.
So you're not on the same stuff as you used to be on because you did change. And
Yep.
that don't even be a money thing. That be a mindset thing.
All mindset. Cause I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't if you show me today in a picture with the people who are like actually in my life right now versus a picture from 10 years ago, it's completely
And
different.
but think of how much changing that you've done over the past
Exactly.
10 years. So that's why I say it really does be some, yeah,
Yeah.
you did change.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's just that other people either might have changed for the negative, for the worse. I know worse is not even a word either. Sorry, guys. Might have changed for the worse, or they might not have changed at all, and they just still on the same stuff. And then you look 10 years later, and you're like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, I got somebody I grew up with, and I haven't even talked to him just because I don't even want to have the same ear to what he talking about. Cause
Yeah, so it's like you change. He's still on the same stuff,
yeah, or even having the same conversation, like, bro, why you still on that type of like? I'm done having
and
all
that's
of
why.
that.
But that's why certain people. That's why those certain people, when you do talk to them, you can only have those conversations of remember when.
Hmm.
Cause they ain't elevated.
Man.
Me and one of my friends was talking about this before. He was talking about some of his. He was talking about. He was talking about certain people. We basically having the same conversation we having here.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of my best friends. Look at him as a brother, but I saw my homegirl this, and she couldn't understand it because her and all of her friends are all friends.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling her, me and all of my friends, and you know, my friend, I don't use that term friend like loosely.
Yeah.
Like everybody not my friend.
Man.
I'm cool. Yeah, we cool, whatever. But everybody's not my friend.
Mm.
So I'm like my friends, like my real friends. They are all not friends. A
Yeah.
lot of them don't know each other. You don't know none of my some of my other friends.
Mm.
And it's all like that, like for the most part.
Mm.
So and she was like, well, wow, really? How does that work? I was like, I don't know. You friends, you meet people. I travel, I meet people.
And everything ain't a group chat.
Yeah, like even your friends in LA are your friends. I'm cool with them,
Right, right.
but I wouldn't consider a large majority of them friends
Yeah.
because 10 times out of 10, for the most part, outside of maybe one person, the only time I'm even talking to you is if I happen to be with you and they happen to be with
Mm.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't know that some women was like, what? I didn't know that all your friends had to be friends and stuff. But I'm having a conversation with one of my friends about some of his friends.
Mm.
I know some of them. I don't know some of them. And we all from the same city, so I'm
Mm.
like, even in this same small city, I don't even know these dudes, right?
Mm.
And he's like, yeah, man, it's just I'm at a point where I'm like, what are y'all on? Y'all still on that? And he's younger than me, so I'm telling him like, yeah, that comes with change. You elevate, you growing, you into different things. You have different endeavors. You have different goals. You have different life aspirations.
Mm.
And it's like the divide's starting to happen.
Yeah.
But he wants to hold on so much because it's longevity and it's time and
Mm.
stuff like that. But I was telling him, I'm like, bro, you getting to a point where you're going to realize the the higher that you go, or the more that you go towards the stuff that you're working on, you're gonna realize that you don't have nothing in common with them except time.
Mm. Mm.
Only you're gonna realize the only thing that y'all have in common is that your mama happened to live in the same neighborhood as his mama.
Yeah. Or hooped on the same team or
Or that your mama happened to live in the same school district as his mama, and y'all just happened to sit next to each other in homeroom first day of school.
mm.
That's really all y'all got in common. Cause he was saying like they 30 plus years old,
Mm.
and they still like taking pictures with the bottles of alcohol, like yeah, what's up tonight? What's your yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
or on their stories, it's like yeah, we on this, yeah. Whereas he's like, bruh, I do this in my career. Like he has a career that he takes very seriously.
Mm.
I don't want to say what his job is because if I do, then if anybody happens to watch this from back, they'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
Mm.
And then he's like, he got this goes and that goes, and he's like, he calls them up, but they call him on Saturday or Friday or something, and be like, yo, what's up? What's up for the night? And he'd be like, yo, what y'all getting into? And be like, oh no, we about to ride city. We got a bottle of this. And then he look at their stories and they just showing the bottles like, y'all ain't up on this. And he's like, they are up on it. It's a $45 bottle as you can get. Like, why y'all showing the bottle, bro? It costs $45. Everybody got the bottle. Yeah, what y'all know about we on this tonight?
Yeah. Oh, bro.
And he's just now starting to understand the point of where I was telling him about drinking and stuff. I'm like, man, I like to have a couple drinks over conversation and stuff.
Mm,
He was like, I'm, and like I get, because he said, bro, we only had 2 drinks here. And we sitting at the bar in
mm,
Bonefish Grill. He's like,
mm.
I get it. I don't usually like, bro, they will be wanting to get slaughtered. I'm like, nah, for what, man?
Yeah,
Like,
those
I'm
those
grown,
days
bro.
are over. What's
Like,
that
I'm
real
grown,
audio?
and I gotta drive.
I got responsibilities now. You heard that real audio people be using?
I I know that episode.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do.
It's a classic
Yeah, of
Rugrats
course you do.
episode.
I got responsibilities now.
Angelica. Yeah.
Hey, yo, you work entirely too hard to make entirely too little of income, and that would instantly change for you if you just had a digital product. Now, the great thing about digital products is that you only have to do the work one time, and you can literally get paid forever. Now, most people they work, and then they get paid. But with digital products, you do the work once, and then you get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, paid. Now go ahead, click the link and come join me over the next 5 days where I show you how to take your own intellectual property and monetize your genius by turning it into a digital asset. Over these next 5 days, I'm going to share with you all the tips, tools, strategies, secrets, and systems to monetize your own IP, to monetize your own intellectual property. Now, I highly suggest that you get a VIP option because if you're the best, why not get the best? Plus, it's 50% off right now. I'll see you on the challenge.
And sometimes it's not even about the I almost said responsibility. It's not about the responsibility. Sometimes it's just that you're in a mind space to where as you know if you do certain stuff or you make certain decisions, it's a detriment to where you're headed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's more so what he's talking about. He's like, bro, I want to do this. And it's like I can't do that certain stuff because it's gonna veer off the track of where I want to go.
Mm,
That's where I'm at with certain people. I'm like, I love you, but I gotta love you from afar because certain stuff that you're doing, like it could veer me off from the track. Or certain conversations that you're having, it could seep in certain thoughts.
mm-hmm.
I could start to question certain stuff if I continuously talk to you talking negatively about something.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
even want to talk to you. Because I don't need to, like, I'm so serious about this right now. I can't take the inkling of uh, something you said creep into my brain as a negative thought
Mm-hmm.
about something that I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's real. That's real.
Yeah. It's just a weird space, bro, and it's so crazy, and it's just funny to think that I'm like I'm not even nowhere near what it's gonna be, like
Mm.
nowhere near it. So I'm like, what's it gonna be then?
Whole new, whole new
You know what I'm
circle,
saying? Like,
whole new circle, man. It's funny, bro. I every time we get on the pod, I be having a whole bunch of man. I almost posted this the other day. Like maybe 3 days ago, I was gonna post one. I was gonna say, man, my best friend asked me if I was a munch in front of 2,000 strangers. but but the real thing, that's been in my head when you was like, bro, you need to find some married friends, and that's been happening. Like like this new what would I this new ecosystem that I've been building ain't been on purpose,
mm-hmm.
but it's been like that way. Like the movers and shakers that's starting to step into my life. Yeah, they like,
It's fast, bro. That's why I told I remember when I told you, I was like, bro, you need some married friends, dog. Cause you just got married. I'm like, it just don't like the life that you're living, it you can't it's just like you have to have married friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, well, you probably will. If you haven't noticed, you will now that I'm saying it out loud. Even certain stuff that I talk about with you or things that I've shared, I intentionally do my best not to.
Oh, like shifted, like the
Because I'm like, you're married.
yeah, the new conversation versus the old conversation.
Yeah. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shooting. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna send you bro, look at these chicks. Look how bad they look and send them
Mm-hmm.
to your DM.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like, bro, married.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like just using that for an example. Or like I went and not saying you your own man and you definitely gonna make your own decisions about anything, but I'm like with the life with the commitment that my brother and friend made, I don't want to be I don't want to throw no negativity towards that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I will intentionally not talk about something
Mm-hmm.
or intentionally not share something because I know he's chose to go this path.
Right, right.
And I think that's what a friend's supposed to do. That's why when we had the conversation, like, bro, you gotta get married friends, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you can't just like you I can't be the person uh I can't be the person to talk to about certain things because I have no clue. And I'll mess around and tell you some stuff you don't need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if you had somebody married, they could actually give you proper guidance from their experience about some stuff that you're going through. Versus you ask me, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I mess around and tell you an opinion on something, and then it'd be totally wrong.
Mm.
Cause I'm going off of some stuff that I think.
Right, right.
It's theory versus experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't always have to be experienced about something and give advice on it, but certain stuff you do.
Yeah.
Cause you can't just leave.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm quick to tell. I done told homies, I'll be like, man, just end there, bro. It ain't like, come on, man.
I just pray that I never look at it from the opposite side of like taking advantage of the fact that it ain't just so simple to up and leave. You know, some people that happens for some people when they get married. Like the exact opposite is like, we here, I can do whatever I want type of vibe.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Some
Yeah,
some people get like that. I pray I never get like that. Like, what you gonna do?
yeah,
What you gonna do? You gonna leave?
yeah. But just some stuff, bro. Because I was talking to one of my mentors. He was saying he got a coach for everything. Like, he was like, he got for business. He got this person.
Mm-hmm.
He got he started taking like a gun safety class from this person. He about to get his YouTube up and popping. He went and found a YouTube person, coach him on the YouTube, and he's like in marriage stuff. I be talking to this person. He's like, I'm not. He's like, I've been married for some years and we've been together, but he's like, it ain't like I'm the marriage guru or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, and he puts his money where his mouth is. Like
Mm-hmm.
he teaches to get coaches, and people think that he says that for people to give him their money. Same thing like I was saying about my own boy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't telling them that to give me. Yeah, if I'm the person, give me your money because you ain't gonna listen. Give your money to somebody, bro, because you ain't gonna listen
Right.
to the information. Bro, this dude got so many coaches that he's paying for stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got a marriage coach? He's like, yeah, absolutely.
Makes sense
And
though.
he was like, he's like, if that don't go right, a lot of this stuff don't go right.
Yeah.
He's he looked me in my eyes. He said, Blake, she gets half. I gotta make it work.
That's real.
He making 8 figures. He says she gets half.
That's real.
I'm investing in a coach. He was saying he's just now recently learning her love language. They've been married for some years.
Oh, cause hey, that's real. Love languages are real.
Got got 4 kids. He's just now learning her love languages.
Yeah. I knew her love languages like for some years now. But I've struggled with the idea of what that means. Like fully.
But say him, he's like he's you know, he's getting money. I just said he makes 8 figures. If people don't know 8 figures. It's at least 10 million up. Don't know how much he making, but I know it's
It's
eight.
at least a lot of money.
Yeah. Anywhere between 10 million and 99 million
Yeah.
he's making. If I had to guesstimate, not the pocket watch, but if I had to guesstimate, I'm gonna say he's like in the 30 range.
Really?
If I had to guess.
Yeah. I've always thought around like 15 to 18.
Nah. I'll tell you off camera. He got a lot of stuff going that you would have no clue.
Yeah.
But
But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, that's a bag.
so the 15 that you thinking, the 15 to 18 that you thinking, I'm thinking the other 15 to 18 is coming off of all the stuff that you would have no clue, that you can't see.
Yeah.
And I can't even really see. I got a courtside seat,
Mm-hmm.
but that courtside seat different. I don't got access to the locker room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got access to our locker room when I'm in but I don't, that's helping me with my stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know about his stuff.
Man.
But I'm observant, so I'm like, I'm looking at different things than I think his other mentees are looking at. So I'm analyzing stuff from a different perspective. But I realize I'm like, it is a courtside seat though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get the up close to it, and then I get the courtside seats, and I get the basketball camp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it ain't like I'm in the locker room, or I'm in his team practices and in his team's huddle. I ain't in that.
Yeah. But
But
you might catch like you might hear something in the timeouts though from time to time because you are sitting so
yeah,
close.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
Yeah, so
might
I
get
guess so
yeah.
I got that courtside seat. I don't got that courtside seat on this side. I got that courtside seat that's like on the bench. Because
Mm-hmm.
the bench extends to the
Yeah.
first row. Because they had the 12, 13, 14 seats for the players, and then right next to the player,
It's
you just be
E40.
seeing random people just sitting right there. I got that seat.
Yeah. You got that
So
Chris Rock and Kobe.
I got the whole seat.
Yeah.
You front row at the Nick game, those are Spike Lee's. You front row everywhere. You in the HOVs. I got the whole seat. So
Man.
yeah, I hear some stuff in some timeouts, or say when the timeout's through and the players come back and sit at the bench, I might can hear some people in the game talking about something.
Mm-hmm. Calling out a
So
play.
yeah, but he was like, Blake, I'm making 8 figures. If this don't work out, she gets half. I got a coach. I was like, it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Especially because like from me the last 2 years I've had therapy. I've been in therapy like in and out, not like a consistent in and out, but a few times within the last 2 years. And I think what's important is like not just getting therapy or coaching or advice when it's like stuff is like at its wits end. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
maintenance
you
and
got to get it when
prevention is everything.
you got to get it when you don't need it.
Exactly.
It's like what I said. I think it might have been last time. I was like, you gotta prepare for war during times of peace, so you don't bleed during times of war.
Yep, exactly.
Same joint,
Yeah.
but with the
And we were bleeding. Doc, bandage. Put some pressure on it.
yeah, and it's just funny. We gonna wrap it up after this, but I saw a little Duval tweet something. I started thinking, what was it? Let me find the tweet just
Oh,
so
the
I don't
scam tweet?
what?
The scam tweet?
Nah.
Oh,
Uh, dang, he tweets so much. I might probably
yeah,
won't even be able to find it.
he active. He like shade room. You wake up, you see something on the shade room, and you try to like share it later. That joint 50,000 posts down over 8 hours.
Yeah, because I don't know when I saw it. I know it was recently, like the last few days, but
hmm
I'm already a day in and just see tweets. Plus he ain't. Plus all he got is his phone because he's still recovering from his accident.
Yeah, but he been like that though. Like he always been posting. He posts like 10 times a day. Like I remember like doing like a little quick study. He posts pretty much every hour over 9 to 10 hours every day. And
Well,
something.
that's a my I'm about to be posting 80 times a week.
Mm,
So and that's without Twitter.
mm,
So it sounds like a lot, but off of what we've been doing, it's doable.
yeah.
Because I'm like, if I do 3 on the gram a day, plus 3 to 5 on TikTok a day, and
What some
3
YouTube
to 4
shorts?
on YouTube a day,
Yeah.
yeah, but all repurposing the same content though.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
All right, I found it. How many men you know got married after being rich and single? Take athletes out, and all I can think of is Gucci Mane in the past 10 years.
mm,
I thought about that because I'm like all of my rich friends, say all my rich friends,
mm,
like for real on that's married, they didn't get married after they got it.
right.
They got married before,
Mm,
and she was with him,
mm,
or they was already with him when they got it. And it was like you know that they there, you
right.
know that they not there for that.
Right.
They don't went through all the trenches with you, but so it's like you got them.
Mm.
I was like, dang, I don't know nobody um that got it, and then when he got married,
But that's what Nick Cannon was saying on the Breakfast Club last year. He was just like, he was talking to Charlamagne and DJ Envy. He's like, man, I envy y'all because like I've been Nick Cannon my whole life. Like,
yeah, Envy and Charlamagne been with they ladies
mm-hmm.
20 something 30 years,
Yeah, like before all the
like since
success. Yeah.
high school type stuff. I know Envy been with this chick since high school. I think Charlamagne too.
Yeah. So, like that's the same thing. And that's why Nick Cannon was like, he'll probably never get married again for real. Cause it's just that was one of the reasons.
Because everybody that I can think of, he said take athletes out. And I'm like, everybody I can think of, they're like an athlete, or I know he just said athletes, but they're either like athletes or celebrities and stuff. I'm
Mm,
talking about
yeah.
like, and a lot of the athletes who they marry is not, uh, a lot of the athletes who if they get married, like somebody that they been knew, like LeBron and Savannah,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul's wife, he been knew her. Who else married in the NBA?
Russ.
Russ been knew her.
Who else? I feel like I thought KD was married, but I don't think he married.
Nah, KD's KD's not married,
I
man.
thought he
That's a
was.
crazy. Nah. He used to be engaged to
Oh,
a
okay.
WNBA
Yeah,
player
yeah.
a long time ago.
That's what
There's
it
a
was.
crazy KD rumor going out, bro.
I ain't heard it. They look good in their
Yeah,
preseason highlights.
I ain't gonna speak on it on here, but it's crazy, bro.
Mm,
It's so crazy. If it's true, God bless them.
mm.
But it's I'll tell you as soon as we wrap this up. But and then the other successful people, they like I said, celebrities in Hollywood and stuff, and then it's like they marry other people that's celebrities in
Yeah,
Hollywood and stuff.
yeah.
That's why he said take athletes out of it. Like, and I was just looking at people that I know, and I was like, dang, that's everybody that I know that's married that's successful. I don't wrong word, not successful, because success is relative.
Right,
There's a lot of successful people out there. I don't equivalate money and
right,
success.
right.
Um, I was like, just say rich. I guess that's a good word to use.
Mm-hmm.
Rich. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, they not.
Yeah.
They not. I just put millionaire. I put it like, yeah, let's say millionaire and up.
Mm-hmm.
They not.
Yeah. Can't think of nobody at all. Like at all.
Hey, hey, baby, come let yourself be known before I'm unreachable. Go ahead and text me. Text me 859-605-3297. You better catch me on the way up. Cause how these statistics is looking. Feel free to text me 859-605-3297.